What's up, everybody? It's me again. Like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell so you'll be notified every time I upload. I think that's important, just in case I want to, get out some fresh picks or whatever the case may be. Um, Man, MLB video was put in last night. You got to go back and check that if you want. 4 games today. I think there's one game tomorrow. Probably won't touch on that. I don't know. Maybe who knows? Hmm. Yeah, that's just about it, man. I think we could get right into it. A lot of spots, a lot of indefinite spots here. I got some shit wrote down. I got some shit on a couple screens over here. I mean, we just gonna get ready to get into it. I'm giving you guys some picks that I'm looking into right now. We don't have picks out for this. We don't have selections out for this. For the later game, which would be the Las Vegas game, I would say. But hey, it is what it is. All right, I got a few players that's on my radar, and hopefully you guys got some picks. Let me know. Let's get right into it. Let me find us a view here. This might look no, that's a little too small. Side to side view. I think I'm gonna jump out the way today and get down to the bottom of this. So I'll get to the bottom of this here. All right, so first off, let's talk about quarterbacks here, okay? Of course, we know Josh Allen and stuff. He won't play. Case Keenum, I do have some numbers on him. No, I don't have no numbers, but he should see a really, really decent, time sample share, sample size there. So he's in play right there. Uh, Baker Mayfield, there was rumblings that, he should be playing into the I don't know, first quarter, second half. It's preseason. Before I go any further, listen, have fun. We've been having fun. You know, don't go too heavy on this. I mean, these coaches they zig when they zag. Okay, so it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. So I mean, either way it goes, yeah. So Baker Mayfield, he might see a quarter, might see a little bit over a quarter. I mean, 90 yards, 2 drives can be hit in two drives, man. It just is what it is. Uh, Matt Barkley probably be splitting the time between him and Case Keenum. I know both of them are in play. It's the preseason. Anything can happen, man. Uh, Sam Darnold, 65 and a half. Don't know how much playing time he'll get, along with Philip Walker. Philip Walker should come in. It's a possibility that Baker Mayfield could get a quarter, Darnold could get a quarter, and Walker could finish a half. I don't have a definite. I don't have a definite, but I think I can't talk you off any of these quarterbacks. I just can't. Ian Book, I think I'm gonna take the over right here. All right, excuse me. I think I'm gonna take the over right here. I just think he should get the playing time. So here's a pick that I am gonna take the over in. Drew Lock. I want to really take the over here. He's gonna get the bulk of a playing time since he was a COVID candidate. He should get a lot of snaps. I've already read that, so he should get a lot of snaps. Drew Lock is a player that fuck. I mean, 155 yards. He should be going out there playing his best, man. I mean, it is what it is. I'll take that. Bailey Zappi. If I had to, he's one. I think I want to take the over in this 140 here. He hasn't been good. I ain't gonna lie, he hasn't been that good, but he should get a bulk. If until further notice, I think he's gonna get a half at the very least. So I think that 140 is doable. Will Greer, the 120 and a half is doable for him. I think he should get a decent amount of playing time. So he's somebody that you can look at. So that's where I'm at with that. Don't have a lot of picks, but these quarterback picks, they're very tedious. You can really, really, really gain an edge, whether it's over or under. You just got to get definite news. I think Case Keenum should play a half. 130. Give me the over for Case Keenum, man. Give me the over for Case Keenum. Give me the over for Book. Um, Give me the over for Lock. As you guys can tell, I'm an overs guy. and a strong lean towards the over for Bailey Zappi. I do need to hear a little bit of what's going on here. He hasn't been good, but strong lean towards the over for him and Greer. All right, so we're gonna leave it like that. All right, moving over to the running backs here. Okay, right off the top, I see Chuba Hubbard here. The 22 and a half rushing yards is doable. I got to lean towards the over here. I expect these Carolina boys to be out there at least for a quarter, a little bit over. So maybe a quarter. 22 and a half rushing yards is doable. It is doable. Okay. So that's one thing I'm looking at. A small lean there. All right. Now, who else do we have here? Malik Davis. All right. He is a guy that I'm looking at. What can I say? He's in play. I don't know what Dallas would have to do or what Dallas, what they're looking for. When you got running backs, let me see. Right, so you got Rico Dowdle, Ezekiel Elliott, Tony Pollard. I know those guys, they pretty much solidified. Malik Davis, he's got 8 carries in both games, 37 yards, 51 yards. He's got, let me see, does he have targets in the passing game? 1 targeted, 4 targets. Okay, I guess, but 37 on 8 carries. He's got 88 yards on 16 carries on the season. This is the preseason finale. I don't know, man. He's hit this number in both games, 35 and a half. I'm going to have to take a stab on it, all right? Like I said, Rico Dowdle, he's probably going to be one of the guys that's taking an extra amount of snaps right with these guys. And he, he's 13 rushes in his last outing, 9 rushes in the previous outing. He's hit this number in both outings here. Okay, in the event that because this is the preseason finale, I don't expect these starters or anything to play. If anything, I would like to see these 2 guys, handling the bulk. And even if they value Rico Dowdle, I think Malik Davis should still get run. So, that's where I'm at with that situation. All right. This New Orleans running back situation here, we got Tony Jones. Okay. Now, what I'm looking at here is I'm looking at Tony Jones, and I'm also looking at, but he's not on the books. He's not on the prospect, so I don't think they're going to put him on the prospect. But I was looking at, let me go to, I was looking at Abram Smith here. All right. So these are the 2 guys that I think that should see, Abram Smith. If you're playing DFS, you can look at him over there just in case he doesn't pop up on prospect. Abram Smith, he's had 16 carries, and he's had 55 yards. Tony Jones, on the other hand, he's had 11 carries, and he's had 46 yards. All right, so been targeted in the passing game a few times last outing, but he hit this number once, 25 and a half, so it's definitely doable. But I'm looking for those 2 guys to handle it, because I don't expect to see the stars or whatever the case may be. And then, it is what it is with that. So be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for those 2 guys. All right. Quarterback rushing yards. I don't have too much for these quarterback rushing yards. Anything can happen in this spot here. But yeah, moving along to receiving yards / receptions. And I'm just going to stick with the receptions right now. All right. So let me see. Do I have any notes here? Banged out. Okay. Let's talk about Khalil Shakir. All right. So Buffalo wide receiver. He's just, he's been, he can come out of the slot. He can come from anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So he's somebody that I'm looking at. All right. Let me see. Let me get some numbers on him. All right. 2.5 receptions is not out of the realm of possibilities. So, he's somebody that I'm really, 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 really looking at. All right. I should have wrote the numbers down for him, and that would have been a little bit more faster. But it is what it is. All right. So, and his teammates. So he's had. So the targets is looking at 3 targets and 5 targets. He's hit the over. He's hit 3 receptions and 5 receptions in 2 games, 59 yards and 92 yards. So his receiving yards are definitely in play. It's sitting at 31 and a half. I think I want to stick with the receptions. All right, so it's sitting at 1.5. I definitely like the over in that one there. All right. And like I said, same thing can go for his teammate. I don't know if they have him up here. Let's see. But I had him written down for DFS purposes. And let's see. They don't have him listed. Yep. I was looking at Isaiah Hodgins, but they don't have him listed. I'll be interested to see. If you see at Jaden Hodgins pop up, then that's somebody that you can look at. Okay. I mean Isaiah Hodgins. Oh, there he is, right there. So, three catches for him. It's not out of the realm of possibilities. I'm looking at these 2 guys really, 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 really heavy here. He's had 3 receptions, and then he's had 9 receptions. All right, 28 yards and 77 yards. Let's take a look at and see what the yards are for these guys for Isaiah Hodgins. It's 33 and a half. Okay, so there you have that. I do like the 3 receptions for him. He's been targeted 4 times in his last game. In his first game versus Indiana, he had 11 targets. So they have been looking for him probably early and often. All right. So Isaiah Hodgins is somebody that you could look for there. All right. Let's go back to, let's see, in my notes, looking at my notes here. Abram Smith. I talked about Abram Smith. Okay, so all right. Who else do I have my eye on? Michael Bandy. No. That's listed. Jalen Tolbert. All right. So I'm looking at Jalen Tolbert here. Dallas wide receivers. I think he had 2 catches in both games. This is the season finale. Some finale here. So I think he could. I think he could pop out. All right. So let's see. Dallas, especially versus this secondary. Versus this secondary for Seattle. I just So he's had 4 targets and 7 targets in his last 2 games. He had 2 catches on each of those in each of those games. His reception is sitting at 2 and 2. I think he could hit that 2. We could probably get a push. He's 100% on 2 receptions and maybe a 2.5, something like that. So if he gets 1 more catch, he should be able to cash for us. Kavontae Turpin, 1.5. He's somebody I'm looking at as well. The Dallas Cowboys. Let me pull up some numbers for him. Now, he's got 3 targets in the first game. I think he was a DMP in the first in the second game. So I'll have to take a really, really look in there. But if he plays 1.5, I like the 1.5 there. I like the 1.5. If he plays, I like the 1.5 there. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, he had a rush. So he did play. I need to do my homework on that, but I'm gonna take the over in this game here. So they're bringing out New England wide receivers here. All right, so wide receivers that I had on my radar for New England, which are probably the ones that are probably going to be in the best spots here. You know what? Let me see. Right, so I have them written down as well. So let's see. Okay, so we got Josh Hammond. What I do know about Josh Hammond is the over 1.5 for sure. I think his last outing, I don't think he even had a reception his last outing. Let me see, man. Let me see. But he's still gonna be in play from a volume standpoint. Let me see. Josh Hammond. Right. So he's had 3 targets in the first game, 4 targets in the second game, but he just hasn't. He doesn't have any receptions. So whether the volume is there for him. So somebody you can look at. All right, that's somebody you can look at. On the other hand, you got little Jordan Humphrey. Man, you got little. His reception is sitting at 4, and rightfully so. I mean, because look, he's had 5 receptions and he's had 6 receptions. Okay, targets 6 and 8. He's been kind of efficient there. He's had yards in the area of 71 and 62. His yards I should probably be sitting at 45. I want to say maybe 50 with a 4 target. So it's sitting at 46 and a half. All right, so I can't talk you off of it. He's going to be right back in the same spot in the same type of setting. If you just want to fade it, I get it. I get it. But that's something right there that you can really, really look at there. All right. Trey, if they got Trey Nixon out, they do have Trey Nixon out with a 46 and a half a reception yard total there, and then his receptions got to be at 4. They got to be at 4. Let's see. Yeah, Trey Nixon's receptions are at 4. He's got good numbers too, similar to little Jordan Humphrey. These are the guys. You know what I'm saying? These are the guys right there. All right. So even I can pull up some numbers for Trey Nixon for you guys. All right. So 6 receptions, 4 receptions, 8 targets in both games. I mean, I can't talk you off of it. With the 46 yards, he had 56 in one game, 81 in the next game. If you want to get there, be my guest. All right. So I do have some love right there. All right. And that's gonna wrap it up. All right. I ain't gonna hold you guys up. I need to go back and look at this Raiders team. That's one team I did not look at for gambling purposes here. Gambling purposes, we're gonna look at. I did have. Let's see. Right off the bat, we got over under 39.5 in this game here. Buffalo Bills at Carolina. 39.5. I can see instances where this game could get the over here. And with Buffalo Bills getting at 6.5 here, getting at 6.5, I might have to take a stab at it. I might have to take a stab at this Buffalo plus 6.5 here, or wait for the parlays. What do the parlays look like? Let's take a look at the parlays. Buffalo Bills plus 6.5 and over 39.5 looks like it's pretty good there. On the simple fact of the quarterback play, I'm not just throwing shit out there. I have looked at him. I just think, Keenum and Barkley, they probably could be able to carry the torch. All right. They've scored. I think they lead the league in scoring or something. I don't know. We'll see though. Yeah. So let's see. Next game. Let me see. Buffalo plus 6.5 looks like something I could be interested in there. Preseason. Let me bag back a little bit, man. Zoom out. I think that's a little better. Yeah, it's it. Seattle and Dallas. Oh, come on, man. I don't even have shit for that one. Maybe an under. Los Angeles Chargers in New Orleans. Like, come on, man. Not confident. Not confident in anything here, man. So I think I like this plus 6.5. Maybe the under in that Dallas game. That's it, man. I'm not forcing none of that shit, though. Thanks, you guys, for your participation, showing up for me. It is what it is. Peace. Good luck.